Imagine 3 guys scoring 18 points in one game. That's what happened. We had 14 between Sugimoto and Hiroyuki. Did anyone else know that Adam Boqvist has 0 penalty minutes? Thank you, Chicago. Absolutely. What a nice guy. Just going out there almost a point per game, not even taking one minor penalty. What a gentleman. What's going on, guys? And welcome back to your Saskatchewan Stags. And wait, do you smell that? What does that smell? Is that a potential GM week coming up pretty soon? I think that's it. Stay tuned to the official Stags Twitter to hear more information when GM week is going to be coming. But first, before we get into GM week, before we do that, we got to get this video started. We got to move on into the postseason year number 6. Ladies and gentlemen, we are 41, 19, and 3. Sugimoto has 91 points in 63 games. The boys are buzzing, that's for sure. Now, I said in the last video, if Chubby hits 50 goals, I'm going to give away a t-shirt. And I also said I want you guys to guess Sugimoto and Hiroyuki's point totals. Now, we got a bunch of guesses in the comments. At the end of the video, I'm going to see if anyone got it right. I'm going to see if I can quickly go through everyone's comments. I'll just try to do some control search. But we got guys thinking Chubby's going to hit 61 goals. Damn, he's got to really turn it on here if he wants to get to 61. We got other people thinking he's just going to get over the 50 mark. We got people thinking Hiroyuki and Sugimoto are just going to come close to almost 120 points. So we're going to see what the boys are going to do in this episode. But I think we are going to make a couple of changes. Now, going back to Jack's comment here when he suggested Chubby's going to get 61 goals, he also let me know that since I put Perfetti on the power play, he had 9 points in 14 games. So that's awesome. Maybe that's all it really took. Maybe he just needed some power play time. Maybe. He needs 5 points to reach his career high, which was 36 set last year in his rookie year. So I'm not really going to push the panic button. I mean, we're winning games. Our wingers are doing excellent. Braden Shen was getting a lot of the power play time, so maybe that's why Cole Perfetti wasn't really doing that great. But we are going to make a change, and it's going to regard a trade. Now, I would like to boost up the defense. Last year, we got beat in the playoffs because our defense, well, we fell apart. We lost Dougie Hamilton. We ended up losing a few other pieces. We had a bunch of like 78 overalls on our NHL team in the postseason. Now, we've been pretty lucky with injuries. However, last year was kind of worst case scenario. I'd like to upgrade Nathan Beaulieu, and in the AHL, we got guys like Chaika and Honka. Worst case, we can bring Chaika up if we suffer an injury. But I would like to get like an 82, 83 overall guy with 1 year left on his deal just to come in and play bottom pairing minutes. Now, I've already kind of pre-scouted a little bit around the NHL to kind of see what's out there. There's a lot of like 79 to 80 overall guys who are just a good bottom pairing, but I kind of want someone who's a little bit too good, someone just to push us over the edge, someone to play with Troy Stetcher. It's going to be from Vegas, but one thing I have to show you guys, we're going to go over to St. Louis here, and we let Michael Kempney and we let Connor Murphy go to free agency, and now they decided to sign with the exact same team. They both went to the St. Louis Blues, so they love playing with each other in Saskatchewan, and they're taking their talents to St. Louis. Thought that was kind of funny that they went as a matching pair. So the player I had in mind was Vince Dunn. Now, we can get this guy for pretty cheap. They want to get rid of him. He has 1 year left on his deal at 3.4. The cap I'm not too worried about. I specifically wanted a guy with 1 year. This is going to be a rental. Now, in my mind, I had a guy, for example, like Mark Giordano, who would be like 84 overall. He's, got 1 year left on his deal. He's 39 years old or something like that. But really, there wasn't a whole lot out there, unfortunately. So there's a few guys I have on my radar. Vince Dunn, we can get him for probably a second, and Nathan Beaulieu or even cheaper, which would be great. He has 1 year left on his deal, which is great. If we decide to sign him, that's awesome. If not, he can just move on to free agency. Or we can go to Toronto and we can get a guy like either Jake Muzzin. Now, Jake Muzzin has 1 year left. He's kind of the player I had in mind, that one last crack at a Stanley Cup. He's 35 years old. He's kind of the perfect guy. He's kind of exactly what I had in mind. A nice veteran presence. Now, I like Vince Dunn. However, I don't think, he's really not at the tail end of his career. We don't really need to get a guy like Vince Dunn. Jake Muzzin is a guy who's going to try that one crack at another Stanley Stanley Cup. He's got a couple in LA, so why not get another ring? Now, this actually just came up because I was pretty certain I was going to make that trade for Vince Dunn. But if we can get Jake Muzzin done, see what I did there? Instead, it's definitely an improvement over Vince Dunn. Yeah, that's kind of the player I had in mind anyways, was an older guy, a veteran presence. You know, he's got decent. He's a guy who we can put on the bottom pairing and not really have to worry about. He's got great offensive awareness. He's just a really good all-around, well-rounded defenseman, which I really like. 6'3", you'll love to see it. So basically, we're just going to throw scraps their way. But now that I'm looking at it, I think we can get it done for a little bit cheaper. I'm going to go ahead and throw in this Alexander Bykov guy who we ended up getting in free agency. He is a low elite defensive defenseman, 63, 20 years old. Again, I say it a lot, but pretty much playing with free candy. And we're also going to give up James McGuire, who was a 6th rounder, 49 overall. Not super attached to him, as well as Nathan Beaulieu. I don't know if this will go through. I might have to add a pick here and there, but I think this is really going to strengthen up our defensive core, especially on this push towards the playoffs, and hoping we have no injuries into the postseason. But if we do, I have some plans in the American Hockey League, like guys like Chaika. But Nathan Beaulieu, Bykov, who's the big piece of this deal, he actually has a decent amount of trade value, and a prospect goalie for aging defenseman, 35-year-old Jake Muzzin. Will this go through? Trade accepted on behalf of the Toronto Maple Leafs organization. I accept your trade offer, and we'll see you out on the ice. There you go, baby. Welcome, Jake Muzzin, to the Saskatchewan Stags. It's moves like that I really like making, something we didn't have to pay a ton for. Obviously, those prospects are decent, but they're nothing that's going to really hurt us in the long run. We get a guy who is going to help us on this Stanley Cup run, a guy who's been in the postseason before. He's got a couple of Stanley Cups, obviously, with LA. Did he win one in 2020? Who won the Cup in 2020? He had 22 games played, so he's obviously been with the Leafs. Have the Leafs won the Cup in this franchise mode? I can't remember. I think they might have, but maybe not. Let me check. If so, he's got 3 Stanley Cup rings, which is pretty cool. All right, so they didn't win it in 2019-20. That's right. It was Dallas, St. Louis, Vancouver, Calgary, Vancouver. Right. All right, it's all coming back to me. So he's got 2 Stanley Cup rings. He's going for number 3. All right, so let's get the simulation underway. We made our trade. I'm happy with the way things are going right now. I'm not going to make any more moves, but I do want to apologize. And one of the reasons why I'm planning on doing a GM week is because I've been so insanely busy. The first, month of this franchise mode, I was posting videos every other day, but the past, 2 weeks have just been crazy for me. Crazy stuff at work, and look at that. They're offering us Vince Dunn. Now, what we could do is we could get Vince Dunn and just throw in Troy Stecher. So I'm not going to trade our first. We could get Vince Dunn as well. That would really strengthen up our defensive core. I mean, it's not a bad idea, actually. Hold on, let me see here. You know that meme, why not both? It kind of fits perfectly right now. But Troy Stecher is an NHL defenseman. I don't really want to bury him in the AHL. He's got 8 points. He's a +2. Is it really much of an upgrade? Yeah, it is, but do we sign Troy Stecher for 2 years or just 1 year? 1 year. So, either way, this could go through, actually. So let's just see if we can just throw in a pick. Oh, man, we could get both. We could get both here, really strengthening up our bottom defensive core. You'd love to see it. I was not expecting to get both. It's actually hilarious that they threw Vince Dunn at us because I was looking at him. They must have knew something was up. So if I give him Troy Stecher and a 3rd for Vince Dunn, will this go through? They're in a rebuilding year. Get a pick and a young defenseman. Will that go through? Trade rejected. Okay, so not quite. So maybe have to be a 3rd and a 4th. We got multiple picks this year, so we can give up a couple of extra. That looks pretty even. They don't want the 4th, but we're almost in the right ballpark here. After respectively saying no, you'll have to sweeten the pot a bit. Okay, what if I threw in a 7th? All right, you're going to be like that? You're going to be like that? All right, we have 3 firsts for this year, so I really don't care. I'm not super attached to Troy Stecher, nor was I Nathan Beaulieu, so these trades I'm totally fine with. Plus, we could probably let Jake Muzzin walk and re-sign Vince Dunn. He's younger, or we can go vice or we can do vice versa, whatever, because we're going to have guys like Chaika coming up next year. So a trade I wasn't expecting to make. Will this go through? Trade rejected. Oh, come on. A 7th? You're going to be that stingy? All right, what if I just made that a 3rd? So we go 2/3, one for 2025, one for 2026 for Vince Dunn. Trade accepted. I had my doubts, blah, blah, blah. Take it. There you go. Troy Stecher, thanks for coming out. I appreciate you, but we decided to go another way. Vince Dunn, welcome to the squad. All right, so we got both our players that I wanted, and it's a beautiful day. Boom, look at that defensive core. For some reason, Vince Dunn doesn't have an overall. What are you doing? Do you have an overall now? All right, still no overall. I think it's 82. Yeah, I don't know why it's not showing up, but there you go. Vince Dunn, Jake Muzzin, Hayden Fleury, Justin Falk, Adam, don't call him Boquist, and Bowen freaking Byram. This is the defensive core that's going to lead us to victory, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much, Vegas. Thanks for throwing me that trade. Shout out to Troy Stecher for just sticking it through. Unfortunately, we're going to go in a different direction. But back to what I was trying to say before we got that trade offer. I've been super busy. I've had a ton of hockey lately. Ended up going to day 1 and day 2 of the NHL draft. I had hockey right after that. I was just busy. So I'm sorry there's been a lack-ish of content over the past, week, but we're going to be doing a GM week pretty quick, and we're going to get things back on track. So here we go. Vegas acquired Vince Dunn. So they flipped him like within a month. They got Vince Dunn, a 3rd and a 4th, I guess just for 2 seconds. And then the Blues acquired a 1st for Ivan Barbashev. Just looking at the biggie trades here. Lawson Krause moves on, so he's going to the Minnesota Wild. Anders Lee goes to Nashville. All right. Any other big names being moved here? Give me a blockbuster. Michael DiPietro. Okay, so he goes from Vancouver to Arizona in exchange for Nick Merkley, a 3rd and a prospect. All right, so there's our Jake Muzzin deal. Tampa Bay gets Charlie Coyle and Saskatchewan Stag legend Jesper freaking Fast for 2 firsts and high notes. So that's a big move. Toronto gets Antti Sumela, a 2nd, and 2 other prospects for, I guess, prospects and picks. Vegas gets Troy Stecher, and then I thought, yeah, they flipped him. So Vegas got Troy Stecher, and then they flipped him to the Carolina Hurricanes for Andrew Shaw and Kristen Wolainen. So there you go. Moves are happening around the league. How fitting is this? How fitting that we play the Toronto Maple Leafs in the first game since we've made our trade. So Jake Muzzin playing against his old team. There you go. Right after the trade deadline, we've revamped our bottom pairing defense, and we are all ready to go. Let's go first period, and it's 2-1 for the Leafs. Tyler Bertuzzi and JVR, but Sugimoto gets 1. That's his 92nd point of the year. Period number 2. All right, 3-2. Sugimoto gets number 93 on the year. They pull ahead by 1, but I feel like we're going to tie it up. I feel a chubby goal here. I feel it. Nope, no power play for them. That's a big kill. That's a shorty, baby. That's a shorty by Killer on the 4th line. Scores on Freddie Anderson. That's that depth scoring for your Saskatchewan Stags. There you go. We've evened up the shots here, 34-33. And Drake Caggiula. Oh, my God. And Will Nye, the hockey guy. All right, Toronto, you get the last laugh. Fine. Unfortunately, we have no more games against the Detroit Red Wings. Boom, 7-4 victory. I would love to play Detroit every single night. We put up 9 goals like it's not a big deal. 42-21-4 up against Oscar Gormley, who I'm sure has over 80 goals at this point. The guy has been absolutely killing it. He's going to get 100 goals this year. That'd be insane to see. I would absolutely love to see 100. Let's go. Period number 1, 0-0. Period number 2. All right, 1-0. Kyle Connor. Period number 3. Can we close it out here? There you go. 1-0 shutout. That's 40 saves for the big man. Big Germ. There you go. Stopping all 40 pucks that flew at his 6'9" frame. That's a huge win. I would like to string some wins together here. We haven't been winning a ton, but there's 2 straight after losing back-to-back. Up against Ottawa, that should be easy pickings, and you lose 7-6. You don't even get the extra pity point. You hate to see it. Up against Calgary, come on, boys. There you go, 3-0. Big Germ, couple of shutouts here and there. Up against Buffalo, 4-2. We got the Wild, 5-0. Another shutout. Big Germ is on his game. Or it could be Mackenzie Blackwood. Could be. But that is 1, 2, 3, 4 in a row. Can we make it 5? What's up, Troy Stetcher? How you liking your new squad over there in Carolina? Got moved around a couple of times. Hopefully you can find a good end to your career there in Carolina. But first period, and it's 4-3. All right, 7 goals in the first period. Casual. Evans, Aguchi, Killer, Chubby, Sugimoto. Oh man, Chubby, he's wanting 50. He wants me to give away a free t-shirt. Morgan Riley on the Carolina Hurricanes and Matt Duchene. So we started Mackenzie Blackwood. 3 goals on 6 shots. Come on, Blackwood, I need you here, buddy. Period number 2. Could be a wild one. Oh my God, 5 goals on 17 shots. Martin Nikash, he has 2. Come on, man. Blackwood, I need you here. We need to get a big one. Chubby, tie the game up. Oh, Evans. Yikes. 6 goals on 20 shots. That is hashtag not good. Hashtag not good at all. And that is how this one is going to end. It's all right, though. We've been riding Big Germ pretty hard. He's been getting a lot of starts lately, and he's been killing it. Quite a few shutouts, but we're going to slow sim one more game, and that is going to be against the Chicago Blackhawks to end off the year. Let's go on a bit of a streak here. I want to see 50 real quick. That's back-to-back losses. All right, so we got Vegas, New Jersey, New York, and then the Chicago Blackhawks. Big win against Vegas. A 12-2 win against Vegas. Hold up. Stop. I got to see what happened in that game. The Stags really laid the hammer down on the Golden Knights by a score of 12-2. Oh my God. So it looks like Sugimoto had a hat trick. Hey, Jesper Fast had a hat trick in a 9-1 game. There you go. What a beauty. The final score was 12-2. Sugimoto was unstoppable, scoring 4 points, and Aguchi had 7. Hiroyuki had 7 as well. Oh my God. Imagine 3 guys scoring 18 points in one game. That's what happened. We had 14 between Sugimoto and Hiroyuki. 14 plus 4. You do the math. That's 18 points. Oh my God. That's got to be a record, maybe? Is that a record by a line in hockey? Now, I know how many points Hiroyuki has. I'm not going to spoil it. We got 3 more games here. We got the Chicago Blackhawks, and we know every time we play the Hawks, Adam Boquist goes off. Multiple 4-point performances, like it's not a big deal. How are you? Keep the change. Here we go. First period. It's 2-1. All right. Chubby and Hiroyuki. Is that the big 5-0? Is that it? Period number 2. All right. 3-2. Aguchi. He gets a big one, and then Brandon Pierlini scores on Big Germ. Going into the third, we have the lead. Let's hold it here. Hold the lead. Oh my God, Brendan, don't be sod 20. Man, he always scores on us. But Aguchi, after scoring 7 points a couple nights ago, he's like, yeah, I guess I'll plot one tonight. It's almost the playoffs. I got to get warmed up here. We're out shooting them by a little bit, 34-32. Can we hold on to the lead here with 2 minutes left? And I jinxed it. The damn classic xTech jinx. We're headed into overtime. If we go into a shootout, I will intervene. Come on, boys. Get it done. Get the extra point. All right, we're going to a shootout. Look at our offense, by the way. 100. God damn. So the shootout started. I quickly pressed the start button to try and turn the manual goalie off. Obviously, I don't want to play goalie. I did it kind of late, so let's see if Big Germ can recover here. He's like right at the hash marks already. Who is it? It's DeBrincat, and Big Germ stands tall. I guess he's, 6'9". He just doesn't really have to do a whole lot. Sugimoto comes in. Ooh, a little stop-up action, but whoever's in net made a big save. I think that's the franchise guy that they actually drafted. Patrick Kane, little 1-2, and Big Germ's like, yeah, no, not happening, Chief. Hiroyuki, here you go. Come on, 1-2. Ooh, ouch. Takes him out in the process. I hate to see it. All right, Hulkenberg with the game on his stick. No, Big Germ. He says no. Now the game's really on your stick with Adam Boquist. Oh my God, you can't write this stuff. Oh God, I would have loved for that one to go in. That would have been amazing. Ryan Strome, can he make a... Oh God, I really thought that was going top glove, to be brutally honest with you. Perfetti, he can win it, the young kid. Oh, he has all the net in the world, and what a shot. Number 91, Cole Perfetti, he is ready. Love to see Cole Perfetti getting the big ol' victory. That's 4 in a row after losing a back-to-back game. So we're on a bit of a heater here going into the postseason. We got Connor McDavid, and then we got the Columbus Blue Jackets. Can we make it 5? Just for fun? There you go. And Edmonton's a very good team. They have 51 wins. wins. Now going in the last game of the year, I'm very interested to see if Chubby has 50 or not, and of course we go out on a losing note. However, it was in a shootout. So did Chubby get 50? That's the big question. Is someone gonna win a free t-shirt on the official Stags Twitter? Let's have a look. We finished 53 at 24 and 5, and oh boy, look at Sugimoto, 119 points, came so damn close to the 120 mark. 111 points on the year. Is that best for the President's Trophy? Back to back, baby. Everyone's played 82 games except for a couple teams, but they can't even reach us, which is totally cool. I will take the President's Trophy. Now let's see. So 119 points for Sugimoto. I'm gonna say he finished with 48. Oh my god, he hit 52. There you go, 52 on the year. And actually, going back to this comment, wow, I'm very impressed. Okay, this guy wins. This guy wins all the high fives. I'm not even going to look through any of the other comments because I just picked a random one before the video started. And this guy, he aced 52 goals for Chubby. He also got 119 points for Sugimoto and 117 for Hiroyuki. So he was 2 off of Hiroyuki. But 2 out of 3 ain't bad. That's not bad at all. You win, sir. High five. So as I'm editing this video, I realized that about 15 or 20 other people guessed Chubby to score 52 goals. So you're all a bunch of psychics. Now I'll quickly go through the comments and I'll see who else tried to guess it correctly, but 2 50-goal scorers on the squad. Oh man, you absolutely love to see it. And just a friendly reminder, just in case you didn't know already, Valery Chubby Chubasov is making $3.9 million for the next 4 years. Tell your grandmother, tell your sister, tell your first grade school teacher. Oh my God, unbelievable. What a guy, taking a pay cut, scoring 50 goals a year, 85 points. That's a career high in goals, career high in assists, career high in everything, career high in penalty minutes. You love to see it. What a guy. We can also talk about the 3 Japanese guys who all had over 109 points each. Aguchi, Hiroyuki, and Sugimoto. What a line. This is by far the best line in all of hockey. There is no questions whatsoever. 347 points between 3 players. Is that an NHL record? I don't know, maybe. We've been setting records left and right. Kyle Connor with 81 points. Boquist, could this be another Norris Trophy winning year? 73. Braden Shen with 62. The boys are buzzing. Justin Falk with 62. After he kind of slowed down last year a little bit with 45, he gets right back into the 60 mark. That's awesome. Cole Perfetti with 46. That's what I'm talking about. There you go. So he stepped up a little bit. That's awesome. Definitely enjoying his power play time, that's for sure. Anthony Cirelli, steady as always with 45 points. Colton Sissons on the 4th line with 38. Vinny, he's got 33. Jake Muzzin had 29. I forget how many points he had coming over. Can someone let me know in the comments? Vince Dunn, again, let me know on how many points he had as well. Tyler Benson with 24. Killer with 23. Hayden Fleury only with 22, but he is a plus 20. Bowen Byram with 1 goal on the year, and that is a steady defensive shutdown defenseman. That's the man right there. We had no rookies on our team. As for tendies, all right, so Big Germ did all the work. Mackenzie Blackwood, really not a good look. That's a tough look to have. 9 and 10 on the President's Trophy winning team, but Big Germ, 5 shutouts. Where's all the Big Germ haters at now? I don't hear any one of you guys. I don't hear a single one of you. Everyone's pretty quiet now, hey, Big Germ. He's got 10 shutouts in his last 2 years, a .918 save percentage, .287 goals against. It's not bad in a world where all the sliders are maxed up to 10, so what a year for the boys. Could see another Vezina Trophy winning year from the big man. 25 years old, could have his 2nd Vezina under his belt already. All right, so rookie skaters. Damn, Ron, don't call him Russ Tierney, 93 points. He's medium franchise. He's showing it. Holy, that guy's going to make a lot of money pretty quick. Raphael Lavoie, the Edmonton Oilers draft pick in this year's NHL draft, 78 points. So a couple of pretty good rookies this year, not going to lie. Now, as for the entire league, let me guess. I'm going to say Nika Solani had... 127 points, and Oscar Gormley had 94 goals. I don't know, I'm just throwing it out there. Oh my God, okay, I was pretty close on the goals, but oh my God, Nika Solani had over a goal per game and 95 goals. Jesus, are you joking me? That is ridiculous. I've never seen point totals like this. Even with the sliders maxed out, I've never seen the point totals like this. That is just bananas. 84 goals for Nika Solani. So the Art Ross gets shared by Nika Solani and by Oscar Gormley, but 95 goals? He had 524 shots. That doesn't even make sense. That's just ridiculous. Can someone do the math here? How many goals this guy has? Actually, I'm actually gonna do it. Oh wait, there's actually one more game in the year. He's only played 81, so I guess we'll see if he's gonna hit 96. I guess. So he breaks Wayne Gretzky's record. How are ya? All right, so we're about to see who we get to face in round number 1, and it's the Chicago Blackhawks. Thank the Lord. Here we go. Chicago, baby. I've wanted to go against them for so damn long, and I finally get my wish. Chicago in round number 1. You love to see every single second of that. I am pumped. Obviously, since he's Oscar Gormley, he did end up getting one more goal to match his overall, of course, 96 overall. So Oscar Gormley has played 492 career games, and he has 369 nice National Hockey League goals. That's insane. That is ridiculous, actually. I can't even believe that. But Philip Zadina with 104 assists. I didn't even see that. So 3 players with over 130 points. Anthony Mantha with 124. Sugimoto, Hiroyuki, McKinnon, Kucherov, Agent C, Aguchi, Draisaitl. Oh my God, Agent C almost had 60 goals. This is ridiculous. These sliders are crazier than I ever thought. Jack Hughes, how are ya? And just for fun, let's have a look at our boy. And just for fun, let's have a look at, where is he? Mr. Yakupov. Oh, 41 goals as a defenseman. Are you joking me? Why are you the way you are? You're a freak. All right, so Chubbs did it. He got the 50 mark for the second year in a row. That's a free t-shirt for you. Link in the description to the Twitter. You got to go ahead, retweet and follow, and then I will pick a winner. Thanks to Chubbs. There'll be an image on the screen right now. Head to the Twitter, retweet, follow, all you got to do, and you can win yourself a piece of merch of your choice. T-shirt, coffee mug, whatever you want. Unfortunately, it's going to have to be North America only. Shipping to Finland would be like $60, and I don't really want to do that, so I'm sorry all my EU guys. I love you, high five at heart, but unfortunately I can't do the EU stuff. But here we go. We got Chicago in round number 1. We got Dallas and the Winnipeg Jets. We got the Vancouver Canucks Stanley Cup champions against the Ducks, and then Boris Yakupov against McDavid. That's going to be a blast. We got Jack Hughes versus Nika Solani. Oh man, we got some matchups here in the postseason, and did I see that right? 96 goals and Florida misses the playoffs? Are you joking me? Oh my God, that is unreal. That is completely and utterly just unacceptable. All sense of the word, that is unacceptable. Now, actually, we're not done yet. You thought you were getting out of here early. I don't think so. Get back in your seat. We got some things to do. We have 3 first-round picks. Obviously, ours, not going to be a great first-round pick. We have the Tampa Bay Lightning. So that's going to be again, bottom 20 pick, which I'm totally fine with. Now, Montreal. All right, where are they? Ooh, oh my God. Okay, they finished 25th overall. I mean, if the lottery's good to us, it's happened before, boys. It's happened before. We're going to get a top 10 pick, which is great, honestly. I did not expect that. Thanks, Montreal. I appreciate you. So we have 3 first-round picks, a potential Stanley Cup run coming at us here. I'm just trying to think if I have to do anything else. Real quickly, let's have a look at the draft board. Actually, I'm not going to... Actually, I shouldn't have done this because I'm scared it's going to freeze. So there you go. We have no scouts. We'll look at it in depth in the next couple of videos. But here we go into the postseason against the Chicago Blackhawks. Thank you for watching this video. If you want a chance at winning a free piece of merch, go ahead and retweet and follow the link in the description. It's going to be linked to the official Stags Twitter. If you don't have a Twitter, go ahead and make one. Shoot the follow to the Saskatchewan Stags. Shout out to Chubby for getting 50 goals in back-to-back years. Shout out to the entire team, honestly. The guys played unreal. As they say, the boys are buzzing.